Hey folks, it's Jordan here from the Tech Rack, and today we have the PlayStation Portal, Sony's new handheld remote playing device, which we'll be able to unbox and get a sense of if it's for you. The Portal is sold out everywhere, and it's really giving vibes of early COVID when everybody was trying to buy a PS5, so you're best to check in store for supply for these Portals. Today we're going to be unboxing the Portal, and I'll share the 10 things that you need to know before buying. So when we take a look at the box, we've got the Portal on the front here, and you can see that it looks like it's a DualSense controller cut in half and a screen put right in the middle. If we look on the sides, we've got PlayStation marketing material on the back, the sides. We've got your handheld gateway to your PS5. Play with your game collection and experience breathtaking immersion. I recently just opened up the PS5 Slim and it was so difficult to open. So let's see if this is the same or if it's a lot easier. So inside it looks like there is a box within a box. If I take this end that actually has the PS5 triangle, circle, X, and square buttons, slides open, and we've got another box. Right away, you are going to get the Portal, and we're gonna put that aside for now. Here's a USB to USB cable that it comes with, and then inside we also have the quick start guide for the remote player. Is the Portal within this bag. And I've gotta say, it does feel much lighter than I expected, but it does have some weight to it, of course, because it's got this screen right in the middle. It's basically a DualSense PS5 controller cut in half. And the analog sticks, the buttons, the triggers, they all feel the same as the DualSense controller. Now let's rip this off. When you take a look at the Portal itself, we've got basically both the left and the right side of the controllers. Left side has your typical arrow keys, the left analog stick, and also the L1 and L2 triggers. Right side, we've got the analog on the right, the circle, X, triangle, and square buttons, along with the guide menu. There's also a PlayStation button on the left here that can help take you to the menu. And then on top, we've got the power button on the left side, also a sync button with Sony/PlayStation's earbuds and headsets. We also have the speakers on the top as well, along with volume control on the right. Here's the difference between the DualSense controller on the PS5 and also the Portal here. When I'm feeling both of them, they're very similar. It's got that textured feeling on the back of both controllers. The same plastic material that the DualSense on the PS5 controller has is on the Portal as well. There's no trackpad on the Portal similar to the one on the DualSense here, but there still is functionality that allows you to tap this screen, and it gives you options similar to what you have on the trackpad on the DualSense PS5 controller. It looks like the analog sticks are slightly smaller on the Portal, which I actually think is a good thing. Now let's get into the top 10 things that you need to know before buying. First off is that the PlayStation Portal itself is not a standalone console. You'll require a PS5 to play this, as it'll actually remote play and stream off of your PS5, then screen mirror it onto this PlayStation Portal here. So whatever you play, you'll have to have a PS5 and the game on your PS5 playing at the same time. Number two, since it mirrors with your PlayStation 5, you'll require an internet connection to play on the Portal. Sony recommends an internet connection of 15 megabytes per second. Use caution here, because if your internet connection is slightly below that 15 megabytes per second that Sony recommends, then this might not be a great purchase, because you'll experience a ton of input lag and it just won't be fun to play, especially multiplayer games that require such a strong signal. Number three is the cost. The PlayStation Portal costs $200 USD and $270 for my folks up in Canada. Number four is the screen resolution. It comes with a 1080p screen built in, and it goes up to 60 frames per second. Not the highest resolution out there, such as 4K, but I bet it's still excellent to look at. Number five is the screen size. They've got a built-in 8-inch screen on the Portal here. It actually looks pretty massive even without the screen on. I gotta say, when it's in front of you, yes, it's big, but it's still manageable and not crazy. If we're thinking about that internet connection that needs to be above 15 megabytes per second, you likely won't play this at any public places or even on a plane that has Wi-Fi. It's gonna be at home or somewhere that does have a strong internet connection. Number 6 is the speakers. The Portal has built-in stereo speakers inside of the device. It does have Bluetooth, but it can only connect with Sony/PlayStation headsets and earbuds. The Sony headset and earbuds aren't cheap, so a bit of a bummer there. It would have been nice if you could use your AirPods or any other wired headset or earphones that you have. Number 7 is haptic feedback. Similar to the PS5 DualSense controller, the Portal also has haptic feedback built in. This really creates an epic gaming experience where you actually get to feel what's happening in the game. And I've got to say the PlayStation 5's DualSense controller is my favorite controller ever. So I'm really excited to feel that haptic feedback when it comes to this Portal. Number 8 is cloud-based apps. Sony does not allow you to play cloud-based apps on your Portal, even with an internet connection. So if you have a PS Plus subscription, you aren't able to stream games. And similar to using YouTube or Netflix, you aren't able to use those apps either. I guess people have their phones for that, but you could also say the same thing for gaming. Number 9 is that only one game can be played at once. Even though you have a PS5 and a Portal, you can only play one game because it's gonna be remote playing off of that PS5. Number 10 is physical games. So it might be obvious, but if you have physical games that you wanna change and switch throughout your gaming sessions, you'll have to physically change and take out that disc on your PS5 manually. I haven't had much time with the Portal yet, but so far it feels great in the hand. It's been a fun gaming experience so far. Remember, you do require an internet connection and a PS5. With that internet connection, I'm really curious to figure out how it's gonna work in public spaces or other networks out there. If you found value in today's content, I'd really appreciate a like and a subscribe. It'll help the channel grow and it'll allow me to figure out which content you'd like to see. And of course, you can stay tuned for future content as well. All right, folks, what do you think? Is the PlayStation Portal for you? I know the PS5 is required to play this Portal, but if you don't have a PS5, that's totally okay. Then there's new bundles that have just come out this holiday season for the PS5, so that's on your list. Go check it out. I've got an unboxing video of the new Modern Warfare 3 bundle, so check out the channel page as well for that content. Thanks so much for watching today, and I hope to see you on the next one. Take care.